dream I know deep up my feelings for you.
Welcome to Reality Latest Juice, your home of news and politics. Thank you so much for joining us on today's wonderful news. The headlines. Despite pressing healthcare need across the nation, 9 states including Edo, Katsina, Ogun and Zamfara made no expenditure on medical equipment in their 2023 budget year. Moving on after this, we have President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have assured the stability in oil sector, saying that Nigeria would go back to the old ways. But guys, before we comment fully, I would like to use this opportunity to welcome all my amazing subscribers and viewers. Thank you so much for joining us on today's wonderful news. To my amazing fans that are joining us today for the first time, you are highly welcome. You can proceed by subscribing to our YouTube channel, like and comment. But don't forget to turn the notification bell to get notified whenever we drop our video, because I'm sure you don't want to miss out the trend and latest news happening on Reality Latest G's. So my people, let's dive into the main gist. Despite pressing healthcare need across the nation, 9 states including Edo, Katsina, Ogun and Zamfara made no expenditure on medical equipment in their 2023 budget year. This was revealed in the Budget 2024 State of State report that was launched yesterday in Abuja. The Budget is a prime civil tech organization leading the advocacy for fiscal transparency and accountability in Nigeria. So they have launched the 2024 edition of their annual State of State report, and it was themed moving healthcare delivery from suboptimal to optimal. So the report have identified that Edo State, Ekiti, Katsina, Ogun, Ondo, Osun, Oyo, Yombe and Zamfara as the states with no record of medical equipment purchases, raising concerns over their ability to deliver essential health services to residents. So regarding health, accumulatively, all 36 states allocated 2.3 trillion to the health sector, but spent 1.39 trillion, representing a 58.16 budget performance. So on the purchase of medical equipment, an aggregate of 35.72 billion was spent. However, 9 states had no record of expenses for their purchase in their 2023 budget implementation report. So those states include Edo State, Ekiti, Katsina, Ogun, Ondo, Osun, Yobe, Oyo and Zamfara. So furthermore, 104,000.29 billion was spent on constructing and rehabilitating hospital and clinic across the subnationals. On the purchase of drugs and medical suppliers, a combined amount of 15.31 billion was spent, excluding Delta, Ebonyi and Niger State, which had no record. Investments in healthcare are still very far from the ideal, and they need to be prioritized. A vital aspect needing attention is the subnational physical health infrastructure. The National Health Facility Register record an aggregate of 38,182 hospitals across the 36 states of the country, of which 25.92% are privately owned and 74.08% are government owned, with 27,022 facilities being primary health centers and 1,188 being secondary and tertiary. The primary health facility serves an estimated ratio of 1,960 people to one facility, although not above the WHO recommendation of 10,000 people to a basic facility. So it is, however, essential to know that this ratio puts significant pressure on the existing facilities and infrastructure, highlighting the need for more supply across the country, especially as the primary health care centers are not evenly distributed across the states. So Nigeria is undoubtedly facing the challenge of inadequate health professionals, with a doctor-to-patient ratio of 4 doctors to 10,000 patients, which is against the WHO recommendation. So right now, there is a severe shortage of professionals across the country. So because I would like to know your thoughts, your contributions, opinions in our comment section. I would love to hear from you once again. Thank you so much for staying to here. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Tuesday assured Nigeria of stability in the Nigeria oil sector with the implementation of the Naira for Crude policy. The special advisor to Mr. President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Nanoga, in a statement he posted on his X handle, he said that Mr. President made the statement while speaking on Tuesday in Abuja. So President Bola Tinubu commended the implementation of committee on the Naira-based sales of crude oil and refined products, and he asked the members to resolve any teething problems. In a review meeting at the State House, The president said that using the naira was conceived to remove the exchange rate hurdle. So whatever solution they provide in crude oil and refined products says in naira should not take us back to our experience in the last 40 years. He said there can be cost and revenue adjustment in the oil sector, but the issue is the government will not have to go back to the old ways of doing things. The president said that various players in the oil sector, including the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and the Dangote Refinery, should work to improve the economy and the livelihood of Nigeria. According to the statement, President Bola Tinubu urged stakeholders to look inward and consider supplying enough petrol products for local consumption to stop the persistent reliance on importation, noting that this would enable the challenges of foreign exchange into the development of the rich sector. So in his statement, President Bola Tinubu advised stakeholders to use Afrexim Bank as a settlement bank to resolve the naira pricing for crude oil and refined products. He said Afrexim Bank is already on board as the financial advisor. Right now, the market must determine what they are doing. Once they are able to allow the market to determine the profit and loss, independent marketers and the government side can meet on the worksheet. So he wants the issues resolved without future waste of time. He said he can have energy security and the motivation for Alhaji Aliko Dangote will not be defeated. So it will be more predictable on a medium and long-term basis. Also, on the part of the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edu, he said that administration groundbreaking step to sell crude in naira would not be reversed, and the government will not be involved in determining the rate of exchange for the oil sector. Also at the meeting, the Federal Inland Revenue Service Chairman, Zak Adedeji, who chairs the technical committee, said importing refined products should end once they have the capacity to produce enough to meet domestic need. So the vision of Mr. President is to turn Nigeria into a hub for refined products to export to the world. Others at the meeting, according to the statement, include Benedict Orama, the president and chairman of the board of Afrexim Bank, Abubakar Bagudo, the Minister of Budget and National Planning and Group Managing Director of NNPC Limited, Fele Kari, the President's Special Advisor on Energy, Olu Waheji, and the CEOs of Nigeria Maritime Administration and Safety Agency and Nigeria Port of Authority also attended, along with Engineer Gbenga Komolafe, Head of Upstream Regulator, and Farouk Ahmed, Head of Midstream and Downstream Regulator. You guys can recall that in July, the Federal Executive Council directed NNPC to engage the Dangote Refinery and other local refineries to resolve the dispute over the sales of crude oil to them, because now this thing they cause wahala. So now in October, the Nigerian government don't come out and talk say they have to make it official. They are officially commencing the sales of crude oil and refined petroleum products in naira. So the sales in naira took effect from 1st October. The government said at that time. So my people, right now, let's see these changes they want to make, because things are really getting expensive. So guys, I would like to know your thoughts, your contributions, your opinions in our comment section. We'd love to hear from you. Once again, thank you so much for staying to us.